During a dull, dark, and soundless day in autumn, the clouds hung oppressively low in the heavens. As the shades of night drew on, another tale of woe and misery was to unfold inside the melancholy house of Usher. Victor Reynolds passes alone through a singularly dreary tract of country towards the infamous house of Usher. His spirits high, here was a man eager to meet an old acquaintance.
Roderick Usher. Well, you look much taller since I saw you last.
You look exactly as I remember you. Longer hair, though. It is good to see you.
You too. Your letter concerned me, though.
Yes, well, I need you.
It was rather worrying, Ush. In great distress, thoughts black as night, in desperate need of some good cheer. I know you weren't intoxicated when you wrote that. I know you far too well.
You're probably the only person that can understand. Do you remember school when you used to stick up for me and all the other kids wanted to have their fun? Terrible nightmares, the fits?
Yeah, I remember. Epilepsy.
It wasn't epilepsy, Victor.
What was that?
This house is terribly old.
Ush, when was the last time you had a repairman here?
It's run to the core.
If there's work that he's doing in the house, I'll gladly help out.
It's kind, Victor, but you're my guest. Besides, I've had men work in this house in the past, and they haven't had too much success.
Right then. Well, if you want to let me help you, then you can help me and tell me where you keep your drinks from, because I can do it with a fine cognac. So then I was in India for 9 months. Then we were stationed in China for 3 months before I flew back yesterday, and here I am.
Victor, that's incredible. I'm happy that you made it out of the war in one piece. I was worried. I thought you'd never get my letter. The horrors that you must have seen.
I saw so many things, Ash. Scenes of terror. Not even your darkest nightmares could match. The loneliness and claustrophobia.
I understand, Victor, I know. Although I haven't left this house in many, many years, I also have seen horrors.
So, Ush, what happened to this place? I remember seeing it once, all those years ago. It was like a castle.
My parents died a long time ago. And it hasn't been quite the same since.
What about Madeline? God, she was so beautiful last I saw her. I'd love to see her.
Marcus?
Sir.
Marcus, this is my good friend Victor Reynolds, whom I've known since childhood. Victor will be staying with us for a few days, so make sure he's well taken care of. Now please go fetch us another bottle of cognac from the vault.
The vault, sir?
Yes, Marcus, the vault. Madeline isn't back yet, remember?
Yes, sir. Right away, sir.
Well, I wasn't expecting that Stab.
Yes. It's more for Madeline than myself. Since our parents died, we've needed the help.
Ash, I'm sorry about your parents.
Thank you. You were always so polite. They're fond of you, you know. Now, tell me more about what you've been up to. Tell me of these countries you've been to.
Well, I've been to much of the world, but I'd never want to go back.
These places that you've been, I find it hard to believe that they could be so terrible. One day, if the opportunity were to arise, I'd very much like to fly far, far away from this place.
Well, the world is a strange place. Famine, the misery, the wars. Sometimes I'd go from one crazy country to the next and not even be able to tell the difference. It drives you mad. Like it wasn't even real. Anyways, I better turn it in. It's been quite a day.
What's wrong?
I can't let you do that, Ush. I'm sorry.
Victor, I thought with you being away for so long that you...
No, never. It was only ever you, Ush. But it's nice to know that I wasn't your only one.
Victor, I'm sorry. It was inevitable after you left. I just broke.
Yeah, well, I guess we should take it slow this time. Victor Reynolds. I'm a friend of Roderick's. We used to play together as children.
Victor?
The one and only.
Goodness, Victor. Thank God you came. We've been expecting you. The wait has been unbearable.
Wow, now, look at you. You're all grown up.
Oh, please. Really, Victor, I'm happy you came.
So am I. Although, I'm yet to understand the urgency of it all.
Things aren't how they used to be, Victor. Our circumstances have changed.
I've noticed. Roderick looks so tired, like he's aged twice as fast as I have.
There's a reason for that.
What is it? I mean, it's nice to be invited to such a grand house and see old friends, but I was under the impression that this was an emergency.
It is, Victor. It is. He needs you. We need you.
Yeah, he does need me, I can see that. I'm just not sure that I can commit just yet.
So, no other half?
No. What about you?
Oh, men have been here. They just never last.
Why is that?
It's this house. Gives them the creeps. Do you want to see something?
Sure.
In here. Go inside, but be very quiet. Don't wake him. You woke him! Many an ushered child slept in that room. Of course, Roderick and I have no use for it now.
I thought I saw something.
I told you not to wake him. He gets angry when you wake him.
Wake who?
Baby. A ghost of the unborn.
The unborn.
Life is nothing but the period between birth and death. If spirits of those that are no longer alive roam around, why not spirits of those that were never alive? For every woman, there is a child waiting to be born. Imagine that child trapped, betrayed, forever kept from that. Think of what kind of anger would grow in that cold, dark place. I fear the unborn far more than I fear the dead, Victor. I can never give birth, so it will always haunt me.
I'm sorry, Madeline, for whatever it is you're going through. But please, you didn't tell me about Roderick. Why am I here?
You can make him better.
How?
Just stay a few days. It's up to him now.
A new morning shines fresh light onto the house of Usher. Yet just like any other day, no ray shall permeate its grim veneer of blackened stone and shuttered window.
Thank you, Marcus. Good morning, Victor.
Good morning. What's his problem? Non-Euclidean Geometry by Peter Usher. Alternatives to Darwinian Theory by Veronica Usher. Insights into Phrenology by Vincent Usher. These are all textbooks written by Ushers.
Indeed they are. For Ushers by Ushers.
Maybe one day you'll write a book.
No, thank you. I prefer images towards photography.
May I look at them?
It's all very well looking at a photograph. Why don't you try looking into one? Words merely imply. Photograph tells the truth. Allegedly. Seeing things through a lens, they mask your insecurities, give you strength. With the camera, you can accomplish anything. I'm sorry about last night, Victor. I was insensitive.
Ush,
Yes.
that newspaper you're reading is 3 months old.
Yes, it is. In fact, it's the most recent one we have. We don't get the mail delivered anymore.
What happened? The dog chased the postman away?
You could say that.
Good morning, boys. What are you up to?
I've been learning about your postman.
Well, that was all my fault. I scared him away.
Does my sister scare you, Victor?
No, not really. She seems in good spirits. You do well to take a leaf out of her book.
You don't understand, Victor. She's strong sometimes, yes. But as of late, her health has declined, as well as mine. And for me to get my energy back, I'd have to sacrifice something sacred. Life.
Life? Usher, by the looks of it, you don't have one. You creep around indoors all day and read old newspapers. This depression, I can't bear to see you wallow in it. Look, Usher. I came back here because you asked me to. Okay, what we had all those years ago, it was really special. And I haven't forgotten that.
Light is blinding to me, do you understand? The blandest of tastes, the quietest of sounds, I feel them 100-fold. As each day passes, I become weaker. I'm trapped here.
Is it the house?
Yes, it's full of pain. It seeps from the very bricks.
So then why not leave?
If it were only that simple.
Okay, fine, Usher. Great. You just sit here and wither away into a pile of dust. But let me tell you something. Okay, I too have pain. The pain of when we were younger and why I left the fight. distress, that's all.
Not to worry, sir.
Marcus, who are these individuals?
Workmen, sir. Or they used to work here.
Like this one right here?
Yes, sir. That was Daniel, or Danny as we used to call him. He was our plumber.
And what about this one?
That, sir, is Casper. He was our painter.
And I'm guessing this one is the gardener, right? I mean, the rakes he did give away.
Yes. Yes, sir. His name was Samuel, I believe.
Who took him?
Master Usher, of course.
There is no escape.
Sir.
Sorry about that. Sorry. Marcus, why are you using glue? Wouldn't nails and a hammer work far better?
No. That would injure the house.
This place is weird.
Roderick won't come out here, of course. Doesn't like the scent of the flowers. You might recall his senses drive him to distraction.
See, I thought it was his aversion to bright light that kept him indoors.
Yes, that too. Roderick is very, very sensitive. He needs your understanding.
Madam, this is a beautiful garden. You must be quite a handful.
I manage.
I saw some of Roderick's photographs earlier today. And they're interesting. Rather revealing.
Revealing? Well, that doesn't surprise me. Some pictures tell you more about the person that took them than the people that are in them.
That's not what I meant.
I know what you meant. Besides, photographs don't interest me much. To me, they're merely copies, reproductions of something that existed, reminders of something forgotten, or tributes to something dead. I prefer things that are alive. Things that I can hold in my hand.
Are you sensitive like Usher?
Oh, I can be very sensitive, dear. I need your understanding just as much as he does.
What is that? He's right here.
Pietropa belladonna. A rather peculiar plant. It has a low tolerance for sunlight and its berries are highly toxic. Some consider it to be a weed. I hate it.
So why do you tend to it?
Pity. Now these are my beauties. Damn him! Ugh. Roderick prefers plants that don't have a scent, like ivy. Do you know how this grows?
In water and sunlight.
Madeline.
It attaches itself to something and lives off of it. Slowly strangles it and sucks it dry. I would enjoy sucking you dry, Victor.
Madeline, don't keep him outside all day.
So we should get back to Ash.
Come back inside. There's a storm on the way.
Don't run from me, Victor.
Madeline.
I want to feel you inside of me.
Madeline, stop.
Don't act weak, Victor. When an animal is weak, the predator feels the instinct to chase, compelled to go after its prey.
Victor, what happened?
I don't know. She went into some kind of seizure. I was telling her that we should get back inside, and the next thing she had this look in her eye, and then she fell onto the ground. I thought I saw something, Hush, but I don't remember. It didn't make much sense.
This happens sometimes. It's like a tremor, and then she goes comatose. Her condition's worsening. Madeline!
I need some water.
Kitchen.
You were right, I shouldn't have tried. He's not like the others. He's like you. He can see.
Take him.
How is she?
It happens sometimes when we're younger. As an adult, she's been cursed with. Seizures paralyze her like a living death.
I remember the seizures you used to have.
Yes, but Madeline's more susceptible to them. Her condition used to last minutes, then hours, now better parts of the day.
But what is it? What exactly is her illness?
Catalepsy is what it is. It's anyone's guess how long it'll last. Her body's just withering away, caving in on itself.
I'm sure there's help for her, Hush.
No one will come. So all we can do is wait for it to pass.
Is that you?
Yes. It was a wedding Madeline and I attended as children so long ago.
It's amazing how alike you two look. And how different you look now.
Without a doubt. Pull out one of these bricks. They're old, loose. What do you feel?
It's warm. It's pulsing.
Smash it on the ground.
What?
Break it. Feel it.
Hush, this is wet. What is this?
This house is alive, Victor. This house, the brick it's built from, the wood, the plaster, the air. Don't you feel the gloom? This house feeds on you. This has always fed on us. The bricks are warm, full of light. You felt it.
Usher, you can't think that this...
Ushers built this house, died in this house, and are buried in this house. This isn't the Usher house. This is the house of Usher.
Usher, there's no way that you can believe that this house has a spirit.
Do you believe in spirits? They're all around us, throughout this house. Good good ones and bad ones.
Where are they?
Right beneath our feet.
Beneath our feet.
Generations of ushers are buried deep down beneath where we are standing.
In the vault. Usher, wake up.
Victor!
Oh, are you okay?
I'm sorry, Victor. I'm sorry for bringing you here.
Don't be. You needed me, Ush. I'm glad I came.
It may not be apparent to you, but I've never been happier. Having you in this house makes it warm again. Being locked away all this time, I'd forgotten how fond I was of you.
What's happened to you, Ush?
I can't take what isn't mine. Lock your door tonight, Victor.
You have no business stalking these corridors at this hour.
I've been in the kitchen all evening, sir.
I'm sorry, Marcus, but I don't believe you.
The house is playing tricks on you, sir. Strange voices echoing, cracks in the walls.
It's breaking.
I'm doing what I can about this. Leave things as they are, okay?
In what was once the greenest of the valleys, a pestilent and mystic vapor did invade. Evil things, in robes of sorrow, assailed this high estate. Today they linger still, their grim histories brimming beneath every stone and tile.
It's rather plain. My stomach can't handle much flavor. What is it?
Nick, I was thinking last night, and this may be beyond my comprehension.
You mean me? I'm beyond your ability to help?
You, Madeline, all of this. Okay, I'm not a doctor, Usher, and quite frankly, this may be beyond me.
Living in a house of the damned is no easy thing, even if it's for one night. I understand.
It's not that, Usher.
You needn't say anything more. It was a mistake to call upon you.
Really? What comes around goes around.
I'm sorry?
People don't ask for help unless they need it, and someday I may need the help. What comes around goes around.
I'd be more than happy to pay you for your company, Victor. The loneliness in this house, it's killing me. I don't know if I'm gonna die of that before I die of fear.
Okay, it's not just the house falling to pieces that's getting to me, Ush. It's these nightmares that I'm having.
Go on.
I've had them running 2 nights now. Okay, and sometimes it feels so real, like I'm actually seeing something that happened here in this house.
In an imaginary world, that the people in that world know they exist only in someone else's mind.
Like dream people?
I'm saying if we were in someone else's dream world, would we be aware? Are we the creation of someone else's dream? Are we unaware that we're only make-believe? Would we be self-aware, in control of our actions? How would we know?
It's a bit metaphysical, Ush. I mean, I think that these things actually happened.
Take quantum science. The universe is held together by things we can see and things we can't see. Art, music, literature, it all comes from the creative power of man, which takes place in our minds. And what's that? Chemical reaction and electrical impulse?
I suppose.
If we can create entire worlds in our thoughts, who's to say that we aren't the creation of someone else's thoughts?
You don't understand, Ush. It's not about the people in my dreams being conscious of where they are. It's about me being conscious of where they were. These people existed.
I have some things to tend to. Finish your breakfast and come find me. Victor, come on in. I could use a hand. Don't be bashful. Even the ill have to wash up.
She needs a doctor, Usher.
No need. No one will come. I'll do the work. I'm not the strongest, I'm afraid. Forward. That's it. You're a little closed off yourself, Victor. This is the type of thing that companions do for the infirm. Help me. You're a little shy. Clean her.
It just takes some getting used to, that's all.
She doesn't mind. She'd appreciate your help and affection.
I'm sorry about Madeline, Usher.
There's nothing I can do, Victor. I'm not well. Madeline's fits are getting worse. This house is falling to pieces.
I should have never left you, Ush. I missed you so much, and I want to stay, I do. But something just isn't right.
Follow me. Do these bother you?
Yeah, they bother me very much. The men in these pictures have been haunting my dreams, for the past couple nights, and I haven't told you because I was afraid that you would think I was crazy.
You're not alone. They haunt my dreams also. I took these pictures.
Who are they?
They're men I hired after my parents died. Madeline and I thought the house needed some repairing.
The plumber, the painter, and the gardener, right?
That's correct. We've had many men come to this house, but these were the three.
The three what, Ush?
The three that I liked the most. You see, Victor, Mother and Father would only ever approve of you being my friend. None of my other friends, nor Madeline's, were ever right in their eyes, but they knew that you were right for me.
Yeah, I remember.
And after their death, Madeline and I got so excited at the prospect of visitors that we nearly drafted whole teams of workmen and to restore the former beauty of the Usher house. And then there was their company.
Their company? What's that supposed to mean?
Well, both young, wanted to try new things. We were hungry for experience. Madeline and I, we didn't realize the consequences of our actions.
You know, looking at these pictures, or your artistic subjects, I should say, they seem a little underdressed, wouldn't you agree?
Victor, please, it's not like that. After Mother and Father died, Madeline and I, we didn't know that there was changes afoot. We changed. We became...
You know, I need to get some fresh air. Excuse me.
Victor, wait. Victor, please.
Leave. Leave while you still can.
Marcus, tell me. Tell me what happened here. Tell me about the people that worked for the house of Usher, the plumber, and the painter, and the gardener, and why doctors or postmen won't come to visit, why no one lives for miles around. What is it about this place?
Why don't you look around?
Marcus, tell me. Tell me what happened here.
Didn't always used to be this way. Until you left. And then the Usher parents passed on. Everything changed. My services, they were outlined in the will. I've had to guard the secret.
What secret? Okay, why was I called here?
That garden. The plants. They grow faster than any other. Oh, the trees, yeah. Big and tall. And the flowers. The flowers are always bright and beautiful.
I don't understand. What are you trying to get at?
The richest soil. The richest soil comes from the grave. What's left of death gives life to nature. And what's underneath that garden are the souls of men that gave their life to the house of Usher.
How did these men die, Marcus?
Listen to me. It's the house, okay, Victor? Victor, it's the house. This house consumes the souls of men. Master and Mistress Usher, they're alive, and they're trapped. They're trapped inside this house. The house is alive. Was that too much? Go. Go!
Doesn't he?
No, not yet, but Marcus might say too much.
He's been a good servant in this house, I'll give him that. But he's been here long enough. This house needs him in a different capacity. The other houseboys surrendered their lives. Now he must surrender his.
Yes, you're right. I'll go fetch a picture frame from the vault, but what about Victor?
He can see, Roderick. He can see what the others couldn't. Why? Is he like us?
He's not an Usher.
No, but he won't surrender himself to this house. Who else are we supposed to bring here? It's all so hopeless. I'm weak, Roderick. And so is this house. We must provide it with...
I know. Please, don't remind me. Victor's different. He's not like the others. Because I'm in love with him.
I knew it. All along I could see that. But we must put things in perspective if we want this house. Us to survive.
I'll never harm him.
He won't succumb to you. He has learned from our mistakes. He can see right through you.
Shouldn't I be saying that about you?
As the shades of the evening draw to a close, a sense of insufferable gloom descends on the valley. Along the ramparts, plumed and pallid, the thrum of life once exiled threatens to perforate the surface.
Tell me what's going on, Roderick. Usher. Usher. You're freezing.
So cold. So alone. Deep, dark hole in the ground. So cold.
Usher, please tell me. I care for you.
We've been here generation upon generation. Usher's built this house. Every board, nail, every bit of masonry, every brick. Many people lost their lives during the construction of this building. Decades, centuries passed, and this house was still not finished. More and more men were drafted from villages to work. Tens, hundreds died, according to Father. Worked to death, apparently. Whilst my ancestors became more obsessed to complete the house developed a thirst for blood.
Please continue. I want to know everything.
Nobody would leave. More and more would come, but nobody would ever leave. Under Mother and Father, the house thrived with all the souls they gave to it. But after their death, there was a bit of a problem. We haven't a neighbor for miles, and no one dares come to this house. It's the end of the line, Victor. Madeline and I were weak. This house is on its last leg. We're hungry. Although I've tried, I can't help but succumb.
Usher. The house.
It was you, Victor. It was always you.
For me, for this house, for Madeline, I must sacrifice you. This way, we'll always be together. You'll be the finest picture on my mantle.
Master Reynolds! Master Reynolds! Master Reynolds! Victor, wake up, please. Victor, wake up. I'll tell you everything. I'm ready to tell you everything. I'm ready to tell you the truth. Master Reynolds, please wake up. Victor! Victor, come on. Come on.
very sorry. My sister, this beautiful house, we needed you. I wanted you.
Goodbye, Usher. I always remember you.
How are you today, Victor?
What is it?
Art therapy. He insists on a camera, but we won't give him one. A resident psychologist is analyzing the pictures.
Interesting technique. Well, at least it keeps him busy. Anything of value so far?
No, not really.
Doctor, we need your help in the next room.
I'm fine here. Are you gonna tell me anything today, Victor? A dose of laudanum.
And now was acknowledged the fall of the House of Usher. Here was a man trapped within a recurring tale most terrifying, where darkness and decay held illimitable dominion over all.